Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to actually be doing something kind of an art type thing, but today we're going to be painting on seashells. So, well, let's get right into the video. I don't really have anything else to say today. Alright, so this is this box of seashells right here, and there's quite a few of them. We're not going to be able to paint all of them today, otherwise this video would be way too long. So, let's just grab our first one out of the bin. I don't know which one it will be. Okay, so we have one of these shells. So, it may be kind of hard to see me paint because I don't really have a good setup for it yet. But, let's see how it goes. But, let me get out my paint trays. That's not all of them. I have quite a bit more. But alright, let me get there. So now, I have my little paint palettes out. And so my idea for this one is maybe do like a rainbow of some sort. So I'm going to get some red. Well, I know it's probably called something different. I just dropped the cap, so let me go find that a minute once I put this in the container. So let me go find it. So now let me just put this back on. And I'm going to move on to orange next. It's literally just called orange. It's more, I feel like it's very entertaining to watch me try to say the colors because, also to try to watch me remove these caps. I suck at them. Normally I'd open this with something else, but I don't have a toothpick next to me. So, now I'm getting paint all over me. There we go. Got it off. That's a success. Oh, that paint's kind of chunky. Well, I'm going to add white to it anyway to make it a little bit more pastel-y. So, let me move on to yellow. I don't know why I had to think about that. This one is Yellow Med. Literally, I don't know why. It's hard to see, but I guess Yellow Medium. There we go. Because there's also Yellow Deep. I don't have Yellow Light right now. I don't know why. Oh, it's not open. I like those ones that have, like, you know those paints that have that cap like this? These ones are all dried out, but I'm just going to use that to open it. Because then you can just poke it, but never mind, I can't because it doesn't fit. So, just ignore that fact, I guess, with that one. But I like those paint bottles that do that, so you don't have to just fuss them open. Because they're honestly very, very hard to get open. Well, at least for me. Oh, there's a pull tab. There's a pull tab. Well, I'm not sure, but I guess I don't understand the concept of paint. It's stuck. There we go. So, then you put some yellow paint in. There we go. Yellow medium. Now let's go to green, light green. So now we're going to put the light green in here. Came out with a weird line-ish shape. So let's go to blue now. So I chose this blue. What is it? Ultramarine blue. It looks like I've used this one before because it has no pull tab on it for me to remove. Like, this paint palette's decently new. I don't know actually how old it is. But why don't they have purple? Let me go hunt down my own purple now. That I am going to put in an open palette. There we go, so. I know it's a different type of paint. I just don't have a different type. But now, I'm going to put some white to make it a little bit lighter in each of them. There we go. And now, I'm going to get my very, very dirty paint stirring stick, and I'm going to stir up that paint. So, oh, I don't like that noise. I'll put sound, I guess. Oh, that's a pretty color yellow. So it's kind of a buttercup yellow, I would say, for my color of this. it's kind of turning out okay. And sorry if you don't like this noise, you guys can turn down the volume a little bit if you want to. But there we go. So I got yellow done. Now get your towel. There we go. I wiped off the yellow now so I can go and mix the green. Oh, I did not wipe that off very good, but whatever. I'm already mixing it, so. I mean, doesn't green technically have yellow in it anyway? So, I mean, I guess I'll just make it even lighter, so. And make it go back to yellow. So, this paint palette has ridges in it, which is what makes it do that. Well, it's actually not a paint palette, it's an old bath bomb mold, but I don't make bath bombs, so. Well, it's a paint palette now. It's better now. Well, at least to me it's better, but because I don't really like bath bombs. So, I'd much rather just use the bath bomb molds for paint or resin, but I can't use these ones for resin because they're plastic. So, there we go. So I think that blue might be a little bit dark, but I think it's good for now. If I might change it later. But so should I just go through this a little bit quicker now? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go into it. Alright, now it's time to get to the fun part. So this is the first shell we'll be painting. It's kind of just a plain white shell with a little bit of gray. Alright, so for this shell, I think I'm going to try to make it a sunset, I guess. Like, that's probably my best idea. So let me get started with that. And so, I guess for the top, I'm going to start yellow. I have no plan, honestly. This is very difficult to me, but I mean, probably to some people it's very difficult as well, but alright, so I think I'm just going to finish this shell. I think it looks pretty good, but I'll show you a little bit better on when it's dry. But there we go. I mean, it's kind of hard to see the orange. There we go. The reflection's gone. But I'm going to let it go, and I'm going to let it dry. And, okay, so I decided the next shell we're going to do is this big boy, because I would say it would be easier to do a big shell for now. And, so let's get started on that. So I think the idea that I'm going to go with this is kind of random, I guess, like abstract art. So I'm just going to start with that. Just kind of randomly tapping things every so often over here, splattering it, and just keep on moving around till I cover the entire shell. I think it'll be kind of an interesting design. There we go. Now the camera can kind of see it. Should I make my paint palette? Probably. There we go. Now you guys can see, I think. Well, at least better than you guys could earlier. But I think I'm going to time-lapse this one as well. Well, we've already hit a roadblock. My paintbrush fell apart. So I'm going to try to put it back on and keep painting, but it may fall off a few more times. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Alright, so this is the completed shell for now, and I think I'm going to try to blend it with my brush. But I'm going to need to get a dry brush to blend it, so I'm going to use this one right here. It's a little bit stained, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, and I'm going to try to blend these colors in together without the shell moving everywhere, because that's kind of annoying. But if the colors are already dry, it may not blend that well, like a lot of them are. So let's see how this ends up. And I'm going to try to time-lapse it maybe, but I'm not sure how well it will work. So let's go to time-lapse mode. Alright, so I did finish the shell. I am running out of storage on my camera though, so this is, I can't do the time-lapse, but this is the completed shell. I think it's kind of nice. It's kind of just random. I kind of like it though. And once it dries, I'm going to add the signature to it. So, and I think I might be able to do one more shell for today, but we'll see. Alright, maybe one of the final shells, I don't know if it is or not, will be this gray one. And I'm going to do kind of something kind of simple with it. I'm going to take a toothpick that I cut the end off of and dip it in pretty much every color without putting my hand in the wet paint on the table. I'm going to try and make a little line through these shells and then go into some dots. Make a rounded end. The shell lines get very, very tiny at the end though, so that's going to be kind of annoying. So, this is going to take a while. There we go. First color done. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the orange color. And, so, it's coming along pretty well. So, let me just, pretty much get all this done, and then I'll show you the ending after doing the entire rainbow. So I'll show you then. All done. So the way I did this is I did like a rainbow here. Yeah, now you guys can see it. So purple, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So I did that because of the way that the shell bent. I thought it would be a better idea that way, and it'd work a little bit better. And honestly, I think it's kind of cool. Yeah, that's definitely easier to see that way, but I think that's one of the better ones. So I'm going to see how long this video is, and maybe we'll have time for one more before the outro. So let's go. Alright, so I do have time for one more shell, and let's really get in here. This is at random. Ooh, this one's a nice one. So, this is the one I chose. I think I'm going to do another dot rainbow because I find that was a really kind of cool idea. But this time I'm going to do it just a little bit different. So, let's see next. Let's see what I do. Alright? Okay, so now I have actually finished my, I'm pretty sure last one. It's kind of like a rainbow wrapping around. So now, let's do the signatures and what I've decided for them. Okay, so now we're going to start with the sunset seashell that is now completely dry, and I'm going to flip it around to the underside, and I'm going to write my channel signature that I've decided on. So it takes a minute. And that's it. HL64. Alright, so now that I've completed everyone, I will go ahead and show you up closely all the shells that we did today. So these are all the finished shells all together. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye!